Hello, my friends. Let's get into it. Let's get going.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
We can say, so you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Logain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
We don't like her. What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
He had a sad childhood. He felt unwanted. And say you were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well-loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Logain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I'll say, as you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Yep. He's our little princess.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Nope. We heard that the Arl is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Fighting and dying.
Everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Bann Teagan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Bann Teagan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
We will follow. Is it Darkspawn? Hey, Teagan.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would
We're
want to see them.
simply here to
Well
save
done,
you.
Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Teagan, Bann of Rhaenosphere, brother to the R.
I remember you, Bann Teagan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances.
Too.
You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago.
Your shouts.
Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they
So they're not Darkspawn.
With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Of course we will help.
There are no Darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a
Hush,
fool's errand.
Sten. If there's a chance to rescue the Arl, we have to try.
Perhaps.
We do.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to
I'm
me
with the
than you
hater
can
squad.
guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Sten approves. Sten approves? Wow, I'm shocked, actually. Morgan disapproves. What a shocker. Hi, Jeddah.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ottawa? In the Korkari Wilds?
Yeah.
My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I'm sorry.
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
Well, all right.
Just terrible.
Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
Oh my
And now my
goodness.
brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Bevan? Why would he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Morgan.
Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
I'll look for him.
You will. Thank you so much. Please find him.
I will look for him. Don't you worry. Morrigan's like, he's dead. Don't even bother trying. He's gone. Sorry. Get over it.
Fresh air. It's difficult to breathe within with all that self-righteousness crowding the air.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray and hope for a miracle.
Oh, you asked for a miracle? I'm here.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
They do. Why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bann Teagan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Great. You can call me Rowan.
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
Oh, he changed his voice. What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Okay.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Hello, Berwick.
Not looking for company.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm not here to talk. Just
Okay.
leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone.
Rude. I won't.
I said I'm not looking for company.
Shouldn't you be with the militia?
Why? I don't live here.
Strange seeing a fellow elf here.
And that's all we have in common.
What does that
I'm
mean?
not here to talk. Just leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone.
How rude. Wait, come back.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about the elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Berwick and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
Creepy. Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
How's business?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd?
he gropes me and pays me next to nothing.
Oh, we
Suppose
hate
it could
Lloyd.
be worse. Not like I've got many options.
Oh, no. Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
Got no money and no prospects. You could leave if you had some help.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
Nothing. How about not end up at another tavern?
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say. Keep safe.
See you later. Oh. Hello? Friends?
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than an tea from the hall.
That's rude.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
Better you should be drunk for the coming battle. Yeah, why are you drunk?
I was drunk for the last 2 fights, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If you fought those things, you'd know.
Lloyd is charging us for coin we don't even got anymore. Nobody's working right now. We're all just trying to survive.
What difference does it make? He won't care.
Hello.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
I hear you're charging the militia for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Think of the goodwill you'll earn.
Goodwill? Pah, I prefer the good gold, that's what.
Their money won't help you if you're dead.
Hey, there's no need for that kind of talk. That's murder.
Would anyone miss you?
Hey, look, see, 80 silvers. I could pay you to protect me. There's no need for any unpleasantness.
I preferred you join the militia.
But I... Oh, all right.
I approve. All who are able should fight.
But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
Apoplexy? That's a big word. Could you serve the militia ale for free?
Lloyd wouldn't care much for that. It's an excellent idea. You hear that, boys? Drinks for the militia are on the house.
Ha! You're the best, darling.
You just keep us all safe, boys. And stay alive.
Now you are gonna talk to me.
I said I'm not looking for company.
I don't care. I hear you're Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You said you were waiting for your brother?
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
You didn't try to leave?
No. Those who tried are dead. And, I have to wait for my brother.
You're lying.
Look, you're very pretty and all, but I was told to, just leave me alone.
No. Not going anywhere. Start talking.
About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
Why are you being weird? How do you know I'm a Grey Warden?
I just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me...
No.
I want to get to the chantry before the sun goes
down. No. This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change.
Who's they?
But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
How do I know you're telling me? Who are they? Who hired you?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Teagan Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
So you know how this happened?
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
They did plant it. How do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliffe.
Fitting.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
I hope you don't die because you have some interesting information for me. Berwick's letter. Berwick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes and you will be well paid. A letter in Berwick's possession. Alright, looks like we've done all we can here. Let's go.
Were you really in that cage for 20 days?
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers.
Really?
No.
Oh, too bad. That's got serious potential.
Hello, Sir Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Bann Teagan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
You can call me Rowan.
As you wish, and thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Okay.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
This is Owen, or is this Owen? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Oh, poor Owen. I prefer not to speak through the door.
All right, all right.
That was easy.
Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
That was easy.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Rowan. I'm a Grey Warden helping Bann Teagan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that.
What do elves sound like?
My name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in your smithy?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone.
You could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
That's the plan. I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
And what if she's dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
True. I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I will look for her. I promise I will find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
Evil.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Why'd he just flip him off?
It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Thank you. Okay, bye. Let's go. I have to get a blessing. Hello, Hannah Montana.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
Cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
Agree.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
You need to. But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must.
You're very easily
I have a
persuaded.
number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection.
Exactly.
Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Alrighty. It's Dwyn's house. The door is locked and looks as if it's been recently repaired. Let's knock on the door. There is no response. We'll say hello. No one answers your call. Break open the lock. Bruh, let us in.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Hi. We don't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
What are you doing in here?
Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
You should be out here defending the village.
Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue?
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Then why are you here? Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
You go and I don't cut off your head?
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
I do. Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you.
Well, thank you
Go
anyways.
Tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
That was easy. Got Dwyn. Oh, we just need to find the little boy. What's his name? Bevan? When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. Whatever's inside the dresser, come out now.
Go away. This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Ah, what are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
He's so mean. Hi, Bevan.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
What is your name?
It's Bevan. My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the Chantry looking for me.
She is. What are you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I can help.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was grandfather's. And grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where's the sword?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use the sword to help the village.
But I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
Perhaps I can help you in return.
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright. Even if Mother is dead.
I'll talk to your sister about it, I promise.
Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people.
We will.
I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Good luck. Alright, we swindled a child for a key. Ooh, book. Legend of Calenhad.
Alright.
Alright.
And so I shall.
Cautionary tales for the adventurous. The Green Blade. Ooh. I will be using that. Okay. Let's get out of here. We need to go to Caitlin really quick. And then deliver our blessed coins. Hi, Caitlin.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
It's okay, I have your sword. About the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Thanks. I'll return it after the battle. Belongs to your family. We could do that.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back.
Yeah, I can get it back.
Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Welcome. Stay safe.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
We're gonna go up here. We're gonna deliver our holy coins. And then we'll go talk to Murda. Here you go, holy coins.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Have you considered using the oil? Yes.
No one told me of this. Oil, you say?
A lot.
How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down.
Good idea.
Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
You said you wanted protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Yes. Mother Hannah has holy amulets. Would those do?
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
I'm glad I could help.
I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
I think we're good. Talk to Murdoch one more time, and then we will be ready. Murdoch?
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
You're welcome. How's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go.
Nice.
Is there anything else?
I'm ready to make my stand.
You'll need it.
The battle. Dun dun dun.
They're coming.
You are supposed to be in the chantry.
Get to your positions. Make ready.
They're like little ghosts.
Light the traps.
All right, friends.
Burn these foul creatures.
Burn them. That's it. Ooh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, let's get out of the fire, friends. Got him.
The monsters are attacking from the lake. They're attacking the barricades. We need help.
Alright.
Come on, we need to hurry.
Let's go. Alright, we're all good. Let's go, besties. Hate this fight. Are we done? We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious.
Someone
I know
died.
This victory came at great cost. We must remember, none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our
You're
darkest
welcome.
hour.
I was happy to help defend the village.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives.
All right. We'll be respectful.
Now they walk with he who is their Maker.
R.I.P.
Long may they know the peace of his love.
Remain silent.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able.
We got this,
Now,
y'all.
with no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Meet me at the mall. It's going down. Okay, let's return her sword. Hi, you guys made it.
You saved us. I can't believe we're alive. And it's finally over.
What are you gonna do now?
With Mother and Father both gone, I suppose they'll send us to an orphanage. Maybe separated. At least we're both alive.
No.
I won't forget what you did, though. Neither of us will. Thank you.
No. I promised to return your sword.
I can't take it back. If you need it, keep it. Grandfather would want it in the hands of a hero.
A hero. I could pay you something for it.
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
Here's 100 silver. Take it.
An honorable act.
That's a great deal of money. Of course, I accept. With this, I can hire a wagon to take us to Denerim. We have family there, and they'll take us in for sure now.
Okay.
Come on, Bevan, let's find one now. Make her watch over you.
Bye.
I'll never forget you.
Sten approved of that. All I did was lose 1 gold coin. How bad was it? I have 14. I'm rich.